Welcome to Cross Culture with Bola. I'm your regular host, Bola Feni. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. And for my friends who have been on this journey with me, thank you once again for logging in. Today, I want to address our young people who are in cross-cultural relationships. You're dating a girl who is from a different culture, or you're dating a guy who is from a different culture. Look, there are certain things that you need to know. If the relationship is getting serious, you need to start talking about those cross-cultural issues. We parents are not insisting that you marry someone who is from our culture and all that. What we are saying is there has to be a healthy respect for both cultures. No culture is inferior to the other. I've addressed that severally on this channel, and I just need for you young people to get it into your head. Let me tell you something. I don't care where that guy or that girl that you love is from. She's not going to address me by my name. Look, when you say mother-in-law, it means the same thing as your natural mother. What that means is that your mother-in-law is your mother. She's just not the mother in fact. Your biological mother is your mother in fact. Your mother-in-law is as much your mother. That's what that word means. So don't come around here and think that it's your culture to call me my name because I didn't give birth to you. We're not doing that. Let's just get that off the table. And I am not Mrs. Feni either. I hope my kids are watching. They know that anyway. They already know. So it's not really them I'm talking to. But I'm just telling you how serious this is. Okay? Respect for the other culture means you find out how a mother-in-law is addressed in that culture, not your culture. If you call your mother-in-law by name where you come from, then please go marry a guy whose mother is going to be okay with that. We need to talk about these cultural things. There's no culture that is inferior. So if you're getting into a relationship with my child and you want to marry my child, and I speak to every African parent, I am your mommy and I deserve the respect and the courtesy that mothers have. So let's get that straight. I don't want all this thing of, oh, his mom, her mom expects me to call her. If you're not calling me mommy, leave my child alone. It's not by force. Leave the child alone. It's just that simple. I respect your culture, but you must respect my culture. If you want me to accept you calling me by name, what you're saying is that your culture is superior to mine. So please don't do that. And hey, food is another big deal. No food is superior to the other. You like mac and cheese? God bless you. Okay? I like jollof rice. How about that? Okay? So we are not going to substitute my jollof rice for your mac and cheese. When you come to my house, I am going to make sure that I order mac and cheese for you to eat so that you're fine. But I'm going to eat jollof rice. Okay? And I'm going to use panla to cook my stew. I know panla smells in your nose. It's not nice to your nostrils and all that. But well, if I don't eat okporoko, there is a problem. So let's just get this thing straight, honestly. There are too many marriages with young people going through unnecessary stress. You guys have these conversations. Why do you keep talking about African clothes? Why? Have you ever heard anybody say American clothes or British clothes or Australian clothes? They are clothes. They just look different from the one that you're used to. They're clothes. Tailors, seamstresses, designers make the clothes that we buy from Walmart or from Macy's or from JCPenney, wherever. Tailors, designers, all that make those clothes you call African clothes too. So quit all this nomenclature. There are no African clothes or European clothes or whatever. They are clothes. So let's get that straight. And there are different styles. The same way you wear whatever it is that you wear, that's what it is. And like I told somebody the other day, look, I get emails when I'm at work and people say, oh, my pronoun, he, they say her, she, whatever. Some people say they prefer they and all that. That's their preference. If you can respect people with their pronouns, why can't you respect an African who says I'm auntie? It doesn't have to be by blood. That's just what the person wants to be called. She wants to be called auntie, or she wants to be called mommy Badon, or she wants to be called mommy Onicha. That's what it is. I don't know why we're making such a big deal over these things. It happens everywhere in the world. It's not an African or whatever thing. Why would you people accept it from those in the Western world? And then when it comes to Africans, it's now a big deal. No, please, let's get this thing straight. There's no problem with it. One other thing I need to mention, please. Africa is a communal society. Okay, so tell your boyfriend or your girlfriend, whatever, if the individual wants to continue in this relationship, as Africans, we help each other. So every now and then, one cousin that you haven't heard from in 20 years is going to call you that his uncle's wife's, auntie's, brother's, father's, sister, mother died. And they just need some money for the funeral. Or maybe his great grandchild of the great uncle or whatever needs school fees. Unfortunately, it's what we do. But seriously, what I mean about that is we help each other. So if you're getting married, let them know that there are family obligations that you may be called upon to do. Maybe someone died in the village, maybe your uncle died, your parents are traveling to Kenya or they're going to Nigeria, they're going to Cote d'Ivoire, they're going whatever, you want to send them some money. It's part of what we do. We don't have funeral insurance in Africa. We also have very few people who have enough money to pay for their funerals before they die. So when someone dies, we all chip in. When someone is getting married, we all chip in. It's not somebody's responsibility. So let your girlfriend, your fiancé, whoever know that this is something that we do as Africans. It's not like that in the Western world, but hey, if you're marrying an African, we have to do it the African way. It's a different culture. It's something that we do. It's just who we are. So don't begin to present your culture as if your culture is inferior. And one thing that I see that causes a lot of the problems that I've had to deal with in the last God knows how long is that we don't have these conversations when we're dating. The dating period is the time to introduce this girl or this guy that you love to your culture. Let him meet other Africans. Invite him to occasions. Let the person come in and see the interaction and all that. The other day, I was hanging out with some people, and this nice lady just sat down in the corner with her child. And everybody was asking, are you okay? Do you want something to eat? Do you want something to drink? Is everything okay? And all that. And she just sat down there as a guest. And her husband was having a ball with everybody. And of course, I wasn't particularly happy with the guy because I felt that no, you shouldn't ignore your wife like that and be having fun. You should be able to include your wife in the conversation and stuff like that. But I couldn't help but wonder, did they have these conversations before they got married? What exactly was the problem? Because the lady was just like a fish out of water. And people were trying to help out to, carry her baby and all that. And she kept telling them, oh, no, don't worry. He's a little cranky. Well, if he's cranky, we know how to make cranky children not cranky again. That's what we do. So you need to have these conversations, please. We are all human beings. I will keep saying it until I can't even get blue because I'm black, until I get fair in the face. We are different. And we should celebrate our difference, not make it a big deal. We want to love each other. You are married to this guy, you are married to that guy because you love each other. I can't, end this without talking about an African American woman in this city of Birmingham. I keep saying it, she makes the best egusi soup. And what happened? She got married to this Nigerian man and she was having difficulty navigating the culture. And her mother, her African American mother, told her and said, hey, girl, you need to learn their culture. You need to get to meet them. This guy is not an American. He's who he is. So you want to stay in this marriage, you need to find out what's going on. You need to be involved. And the woman, rolled up her sleeves and began to hang out with Nigerians. She knows how to make a goosey. She knows how to make all that. And she's just as Nigerian as any Nigerian that I know. But she hasn't lost African Americanness, if there's something like that. So please, let's not make marriage more difficult than it needs to be. Understanding is the key. Respect for each other's culture. You don't have to understand it. Just show respect. Ask questions if you don't understand. There's nothing to be overwhelmed about. Africans come into the Western world. We get to understand the culture. We navigate the culture. We thrive in the culture. African culture is like that. You can thrive. I know African Americans who speak some of the African languages. I know white Americans who speak Yoruba fluently. You don't have to get that far, but you can respect the culture. So please, if you are having issues in your relationship, find out why. It may just be a lack of respect for the other person's culture. And if you don't respect somebody's culture, it's difficult really to get the person to like you. So let's do better. We can. Yes, we can. God bless you. Have a good week until I come your way next week.